Can this $16 intra-oral camera actually compete with not only the big boys in intra-oral cameras, but also the one I shared a review on recently? You might remember I shared the Focus Dent review. This is around about £170 or $240 intra-oral camera, and I was very impressed. I've been using it for years, and it takes great images, and it integrates with my practice management system. Then a curveball. One of the producerati sent me a link to this. This was on eBay, and yes, it does have a CE mark. It was made in China, but it has a CE mark. So anyway, he told me that it integrates with the practice management system and that it takes good images and it actually works. So I was very skeptical, and I thought, okay, let me take the plunge. Let me test this thing out. And I can confirm it actually does switch on. It does work. It can take images, and it even integrated with my practice management system. For 20 seconds, let me just explain. For those who are using SOE Exact, you just have to go in advanced settings, change your source to this USB camera, and you're up and running. This is if you have that Examine Pro add-on. I haven't tried this yet, but it's also got a dual USB attachment. It's got a USB-C as well. So you can actually attach it to your phone. And I don't know why you'd want to do this, but if you want to start taking intra-oral camera photos without actually sticking your phone in someone's mouth, you can actually put this in, and it actually saves the photos to your iPad or to your phone. So that might appeal to some of you. There's some mixed marketing when it comes to this product. Like, it says endoscope, and it's almost as though it's targeted not for dentists, but it's targeted for patients, for the public, to just have a little goosey, have a little look around their teeth using their phone perhaps. And when you read the instructions, it says, be careful, keep out of reach of children, and it uses the term ear picker endoscope. That's right, an ear picker endoscope, as though the same product is also designed to go inside people's ears. Listen, I'm just glad it doesn't have that typical dental price tag. I think probably after this episode, the guy will cotton on and increase the price, but $16, you really can't go wrong, or can you? Will I be switching from that £160 one to this one? No, I won't. Okay, let me tell you why. The image quality, and I'll even show you on the screen side by side, is pretty damn good. I would say it was just slightly less than the Focus Dent one that I showed you. So for £12 or $16, that is good enough. I'm happy. At that price, you could actually afford to get one and gift this to all the associates as like a stocking filler. It is just mind-blowingly cheap. But will I be using it? No, let me tell you why. It was the lag, i.e. when I'm moving from the lower right second molar to the incisors, I'm actually physically moving, but the screen, the camera view doesn't actually move for about 2 seconds. So I'm someone who likes to take lots of intra-oral camera photos. I'll start like, upper right molar, and I'll take a photo of anything interesting and worth talking about as I do like a tour of the mouth for my patient. And this would just drive me insane. It's just too slow. So it's not fit for purpose. I would rather spend a bit more money and actually have that efficiency that I crave when I'm taking photos. But if I was in a really tight budget and I didn't have an intra-oral camera, and I just want to take one photo at a time, maybe of a cracked tooth, or maybe of 1 or 2 interesting findings, then at $16, I really don't think you can go wrong. The other disadvantage is that it only came with about 2 sleeves. That's it. So it's good enough for just 2 patients. So you actually need to buy some additional sleeves. So I found about 100 for about £8. So I think that's not too bad at all. That's like, 11, 12 cents a pop. So just do bear in mind, if you do buy something like this, then do buy some sleeves. Now, the sleeves that I found on eBay, I haven't tried them on here. They just looked about right on eBay. And I'll put all the links in the show notes. There is no financial interest in this, but I'm willing to go out there and test different products, especially if one of you guys tip me off and say that actually this is really, really good or really, really cheap. My final verdict is a fantastic intra-oral camera for the price. But when you've tasted nice fluid moving images on the screen, then I can't use it. I just can't. It will just be frustrating for me. But should that one have an issue, then this would be a great backup. And you know what? Even if I just kept this at home and plugged it into my phone to have a view of my family member's mouth, like I'm sure we're all dentists, so we all get this all the time where Auntie G comes and tells you to look at her lower molar, or Uncle Dave wants you to have a look at something around the back of the mouth. Now you can actually pull this bad boy out and have a really good look and save the images to your phone. So maybe for home use as a dentist, it might be actually good just to have a look in people's mouths and look at your, your children's teeth and maybe get them interested, show them the plaque on their teeth and get them brushing better. So at that price, I mean, I think it's brilliant just to have one. But if you don't use an intra-oral camera already and the price has been the barrier, there is zero excuse. Like, you can get this and get going straight away. And the ROI on this is phenomenal. And then you'll make enough money to actually buy a decent intra-oral camera. Hope you guys found that useful. Please do hit the subscribe button and share it to someone who still does not use an intra-oral camera. There is no excuse anymore. See you later.